Have you ever wondered what your palm lines can reveal about your personality and the future? Out here, we are reading a hand of a person whose age is 41, roughly 41. He says that he lost his job in 2022, and he says that he's lost in his career path and could not marry. In today's video, we'll uncover a unique palmistry reading that will tell you where you could lose a job and where you could face financial problems at what given age. So the first line that we would look up is this money line. Money line is any line moving towards the mount of Saturn. This is the planet for money, possessions, wealth, wisdom, and responsibility. So we'll be looking at this particular line as well as another line that appears to be another money line. So this is the another money line that you see out here. We will be also talking about this line as well. While giving a palm reading, we must look at every aspect of your palm. Need not be only one particular line, and we should also consider each and every line to be talking something or the other regarding your career. So it is not just the line of money that talks about the money part. Each and every line in your palm can talk about the money aspect as well. I would be pointing out those things in my palm reading, but right at the start, we are just talking about the money line. So notice out here the intersection of the head and the money line out here is age 35. The intersection of the money and the heart line is age 53. The middle portion is going to be age 44. So just notice on the money line, the main money line. The first we are talking about the main money line. The main money line starts out here. This is the initial period before the age of 35. It ends out here. So if the money line is having a break-like formation before the intersection of the head and the money line, it is going to be age 35, 34 when problems are going to arise. The first problem must have arisen around the age of 34, 35. Then the second problem arises when there's a line from the area of Mars negative. There's a line basically originates and kind of touches the money and the headline. So this point is going to be age 35. So that's also the point where problems could have arisen at that particular given moment of time. Then the third line that we would talk about is there's a line that is kind of cutting something like this. So if this point is age 35 on the money line and this point is age 53, so somewhere in the middle is going to be age 44. So this cut is happening around the age of, let's say, around the age of 41, 42. That's the approximate age when this cut is happening. So the problem could have arisen due to a cut out here. But the quality of the main money line remains intact. The quality is good. When the quality of the money line is good, the chances of the person being able to face the problems and move ahead in their life and make their life financially much better is going to be there. The first thing is that. Now we would talk about the other money line that I talked about. This is the other money line that I talked about. This portion is age 35. It is ending somewhere close to the age of 44, but a new line appears out here. That too is breaking out here, and then another line appears. So when there's a break-like formation, we can say that there could be a job loss, work loss, business loss. The first thing. Second thing could be the main earning member of the family, their health or wealth goes down. The third thing could be their personal life could also get disturbed. The personal life getting disturbed could also be seen out here with a break in the money line out here. This is a break that we see out here. But as such, the person says that he's not married. So if this break was out here, we would only say it could be due to some financial issues or something like that. But I've seen many cases. Imagine a situation if a person was married and there was a break out here. Then normally I would have said that there could be a possibility of a divorce like situation arising because when there's a problem in your finances, the chances of your relationships also going bad increases. So this is what is indicated out here. Although I find the quality of the money line to be intact, this is the main money line, I would say. It is intact, it's just being cut. So the chances of, but whenever we are giving an analysis, we should not purely look at the money line. Yes, I do agree that money line is for money, possessions, and everything that you accumulate in your life. But we should look at other aspects of your palm as well to arrive at the conclusion. I find that the best possible line in your hand is this particular line that we see. In the image, you may not be able to see very clearly. I'm just going to darken the image a little bit more further so that you can basically find this particular image, this particular line. It is a very good quality of line. If the person was physically in front of me, I could have pointed out this line out here, but I had to darken the image a little bit. This line is a very rare kind of a line. People might have this kind of a line formation. Just notice these very, very weak and dim kind of lines. Now, weak and dim lines that you see out here on the mount of Jupiter is quite common, but having a very deep and clear line of Jupiter is extremely rare. It's hard to find this kind of a line in a person's palm. You have to know what the real meaning of this particular line is. Then you would understand the real meaning, what it could represent. This area is the area of Jupiter, Guru. Jupiter is considered to be the biggest planet. When we say biggest planet, it is the area, this area is the area for growth, expansion, honor, respect, ambition in your life. And people who have this kind of a line formation joining the lifeline, this is the lifeline, it means your life is getting guided by Jupiter. Life getting guided by Jupiter means you're seeking the qualities of Jupiter in your life. It basically means that the person wants to rise up to a higher position in their life, wants to be at an honorable position. And once a person is seeking these things in their life, the chances of those people getting higher position increases. Now, some people may say this is the luck line. Yes, I can say that it is considered to be a very, very positive line, but I would not say it is a luck line. It is more to do with what we actually desire in their life. And this particular line of Jupiter is joining the head or the lifeline around the age of before the age of 20. It may be there before the age of 20, but the impact of this particular Jupiter line is for throughout one's life and not necessarily for 1 or 2 or 3 years. So that is a reason why the person would still reach to a high position. Now the person basically mentions that he has lost his job. He is around the age of 41. And normally when you lose the job, the general public or the society looks in a negative way. But people who have a good Jupiter line, their honor would remain intact 100%. So this is a extremely positive line, very rare kind of a line, and rare is when it is deep and clear without being cut by other lines. So this line is, the Jupiter line is not being cut by other lines. Some people have these cut kind of lines, so that is not there. Now Jupiter is also the area for religion and spirituality. So these people could also move towards on the spiritual path. So this is can be seen from that aspect as well. So when we look at the money line, so this is the money line, we should also look at the Jupiter and the Mercury area. So Jupiter, I have already explained, Jupiter may not be considered to be the money. So try to understand, Jupiter is not money, but still we can consider in an indirect way Jupiter to be money, because people who rise up to a higher position would have this particular line. And when you rise up to a higher position, the possibility of many opportunities arising in your life increases. And such people would be able to have good amount of money in their life. People who are at high position, they automatically can also create lots of money in their life. Now, the other aspect in the palm is the area of Mercury. Now, the area of Mercury, you would notice it doesn't have any line out here. Now, absence of the money, absence of the any line. See, some people, they have a perpendicular line. That is considered to be the best possible indication. One line or very two lines, strong, deep line, that is the best. But even if you don't have any particular line, even then I would say that your mount of Mercury, the planet Mercury, is showing good indications. The reason being, if you have got less lines, it could mean unlimited possibilities. See, this area is the area for intelligence. The area of mount of Mercury is the area for intelligence. And having a perpendicular line out here means that the person is trying to master a particular skill. Having no line out here means the ability to learn anything and everything becomes very, very fast. The only bad indication a person can have is when there are too many horizontal kind of lines. That's when it is considered to be good, or too many crisscrossing lines like out here. Then it would mean miscommunication or miscalculations. But because we do not see any negative line out here, it basically means that the chances of miscommunication and miscalculations are very remote. So this is perfectly good, successful, I would say. You'd notice also a few lines that are pointing upward and joining the lifeline. So these are considered to be luck lines. And these are around the age when the person is traveling. The person is around the age of 41 or so. So these lines are around that particular age. I would try to mark one or two different kind of lines also on this particular palm. In this video, I also want you to join me in discovering the fascinating insights the headline also can tell about your personality or about your future. So this is the headline. This particular Jupiter line I've already explained. I won't be explaining. This point is age 35. This portion is after the age of 35. This portion of the headline is before the age of 35. So before the age of 35, you would notice this area is the area of Mars negative. So any line originating from out here and joining the headline, that is considered to be negative line. So all these things are happening before the age of 35. It basically depicts to anger entering your mind. So this area is an area of fire, and fire entering your mind. Fire entering your mind basically means the chances of taking the right decision decreases, and due to anger we could lose many things in our life as well, because when there's anger in the mind, the chances of taking the right decisions decreases. So we have to remain cool and calm. If we remain cool and calm, the chances of our success increases. Now the main thing was that he's a little bit worried that he has lost his job, and at the same time he is not married. I would say that the chances of you getting married as well as getting your job back is going to be extremely high, because there are many positives that we see on your palm. So I would say try to work upon what you're doing. So the chances of your success is very great, and very soon you are likely to achieve what you basically want to achieve. He also mentioned his date of birth to be the 17th. When we say his date of birth is 17, so this number adds up to 8. So 8 is basically the planet, the number of Saturn, and Saturn is a planet for delays. It is the planet for money also, money management also, bad money management also. This is basically, each planet has got good as well as bad qualities. So what happens is that when your date of birth is 17th, so number 8 becomes prominent. So he mentioned his age He is basically around the age of 41 or so. So his age 44, when he completes 43 and runs in his 44th year, that year is going to be an extremely, extremely important year, life-changing year for him. The quality of the sunline, this is normally the sunline people have this age. I'm just marking this portion, there's no sunline, but I'm just marking. So this portion is before the age of 35, 35 till the age of 53, and this is 53 and beyond. So you would notice that there's absence of the sunline at all. There's no sunline. So no sunline, I would say still okay, there's no problem. But only out here, if you've got good sunline, the chances of your success is there, not necessarily only after the age of 53, but even before the age of 53. You should have fairly good deep and clear line. So there's a fairly good deep and clear line. So the chances of the success is there. There's a slight issue with the heart line. This is the heart line. And there are many branches over the heart line, 1 or 2 or 3 branches. So these are the lines for distractions, falling for temptations. But the end line is kind of ending under the Mount of Saturn. The heart line is ending under the Mount of Saturn. So such a person values money, respects money, and the person multiplies money. So these people are good at managing the resources. So in that way, it's a good sign to have this kind of indication. The only bad indication is some distractions that the person could have. We are taking a look at another hand image that was sent to me. This is the left hand. Now in this hand also, I won't repeat those things that I've already said. The Jupiter lines are good. These are perfect. Mars line joining the headline. So these are negative lines that I'm not going to speak about. I've already spoken. The sun line, the quality of the sun line is reasonably good. Weakening a little bit, breaking a little bit out here. And the quality of the sun line after the age of 53 is perfect. So don't think it's only going to become coming after the age of 53. I would say that it could come before the age of 53. Success. When we zoom into the image, just notice the area of money line. Now this is where we find that there is a break around the age the person is. So this is the line of money. This is the line of money. It is ending out here, and a new one is basically emerging out here. So this middle portion is around the age of 44. That's the approximate age, I would say. But as the person is mentioning, his age is right now 41. So I would say this break could be indicated towards this particular portion of life that it is. It can go 1 or 2 years plus or minus. So we can't say with certainty, but this age where the money line is breaking up, so this age could be referred as 41, 42. I'm just darkening the image a little bit further. Just notice that there is a changeover that is happening around this particular age. This is where the money line is changing over. And there's a changeover in the sun line as well. Although the sun line is not purely like there's a continuity in the line, but it vanishes away. And a new line which is a little bit dim, that kind of gains in strength as it progresses. So there's strength in the hand, and when there's strength in the hand, the chances of the person succeeding increases. So I would still say the person may have lost the job, but still the person is going to come out of any problem, big or small, in a much better way. The quality of the Mercury line in the left hand is much better, is much more deeper and clearer. I would say if you have deep and clear lines, so the person is trying to master their skills or has already mastered their skills, any kind of skills, whatever they have tried to do. So people who have mastered their skills are always in demand, and because they are in demand, they would be valued and they would regain back their job, whatever job they have lost. Thanks for watching this video, and bye and take care.